Alright guys, so today we are going to be learning about one more sentence style. So far we have learned about sentences that or statements that tell us something. We've learned about questioning sentences, so a sentence that asks a question like, what are you doing? Or an exclamation sentence that shows strong feeling like, get out of here! Okay, and then today we're going to learn about one more. It's called an imperative sentence, or we could call it a command sentence, or as I like to say, the bossy sentences. These sentences can sound kind of bossy. All right, and they are basically sentences that tell us to do something, and the way they're written sounds, well, a little bossy. So I'm going to give you an example of something you might have heard in the classroom at one point, or maybe you hear it maybe at home. Has anybody ever done this? Sit. They like snap, point to the ground, and they say sit. Maybe you do it to your dog. Maybe you do it to your sister, or I don't know. But anyway, that is what's called a command sentence or an imperative sentence. Imperative is another word for really important, and so a lot of times an imperative sentence will sound something like, hold my hand. Maybe you heard that when you were little and you were learning how to cross the street and looking both ways. I'm sure you've heard that. You might have heard the sentence, look both ways. That is a command sentence. So let's take a look at these sentences and see what we can see. Right here it says this is the morning. All these sentences are going to be about things we do in the morning. We're going to read the sentence and draw a line under each command. Dun dun dun! I have something to tell you. Okay, command, we can just say bossy. Because let's be honest, we could say, oh gosh, what is with that baby O? What in the world? Look at that. What did I do? Oh my, and my S's look like G's. That looks like boggy. Hold on. Can I just write that again, but nicer? Oh, there we go. B-O-S-S. Oh my, I had to redeem myself, because like, what is that even? Boggy. Ugh. Okay. All right. So we're going to look for sentences that are bossy or commanding. All right. So let's read these and see what we think. Brush your teeth. What do you think? You think that's a command sentence? Do you think somebody's over here in the corner telling somebody else to brush their teeth? Do you think that person could be mom? And you just ate ice cream and she's like, hey, brush your teeth. You ever heard that? Yeah, right before you went to the dentist, right before your mother said, you're going to get cavities if you don't brush your teeth. Yeah, this is a command. We could say it, and Mom could say it. She could say, could you please go brush your teeth? And if she said it like that, it wouldn't be this kind of a sentence, because it would have all these other words in it. And a lot of times in our command sentences, the command is the very first word. The thing you're being told to do is right at the beginning. So, brush. Now, if Mom said brush, you might not know what she's telling you to brush. Your hair, your teeth, the dog. I mean, you know, it's a little vague. But still, it's a command. All right, second one says, I wash my hands. Now, that's a telling sentence, isn't it? That sentence is just telling us something. It's a statement, so that's not a command. All right, here we go. Oh, this is something else Mom might say. Comb your hair. Comb your hair. Does that sound like a command too? Look at this. Comb your hair. Mom's got a lot of things to tell you this morning. Comb your hair. Yeah, that's a command. And what's the command? Is it your or your hair? It's this word right here. Comb. Now, if Mom just yells out comb, you're not going to know. Again, it's going to be a little bit vague. She's got to be a little more specific, because that's a little short. All right, how about this one? Put on your shoes. What do you think? Yep, you're right. Because of this word right here, put. If it said, please put on your shoes, it wouldn't be a command statement. It wouldn't be an imperative sentence because you've said please and you've been all nicey-nicey. But look, Mom's trying to get you out the door. You're trying to go shopping. So she's telling you all the stuff you got to do. Put on your shoes. Brush your teeth. Comb your hair. Yeah, stuff you have to do before you leave the house so you don't have bedhead, blank feet, or nasty teeth, right? All important things. All right, number 5, my sister ties my shoes. Oh, that's helpful. That's a nice sister. What a nice thing for her to do. Is she commanding anybody? No, this is just a statement talking about how nice this sister is for tying the shoes of her brother or sister. All right, and number 6 says, find your backpack. Yeah, you guessed it. Because of that word, find. So we've got brush, comb, put, find. I mean, Mom could shorten her little spiel, couldn't she? She could just start barking out commands saying, brush, comb, put, find. And I guess if you did it every day, and you knew what she was saying, you might be able to figure out what to do next, right? But it's helpful that she says all these extra words. But again, because they're short sentences, and they have this word here, they're command sentences. Did you know that a command sentence can be just one word? How about this? Go. Now that's an exclamatory imperative sentence because we're excited. We're like, go! We could say this too. We could just be like, go. But go tells you, doesn't it? Especially if you're in the car. You might have heard your Mom say to your dad, or Grandma say to Auntie, she's sitting at a stoplight and you're just waiting and waiting, and somebody says, go, go, the light's green, go. That's a command. All right. Another one might be wait. Yeah, wait. Maybe you're waiting to blow out your candles and somebody ran to go get the camera because they forgot to get it out for your birthday, and they're like, wait. And you're like, oh, but my candles and my wish, and oh. Yeah, wait. That's also a command and an imperative sentence. All right, so at the bottom we get to be a little bit creative. What should this boy do before he goes outside? Write 2 sentences telling him what to do. Ooh, I like it. We get to be a little bit bossy. All right. I like to be bossy. Hey, you, kid, put on your hat. That's what I'm going to say. Because check it out. Outside the door, it's snowing. So I think this young friend needs to put on his hat so he's not frozen. Put on your hat. Now, when I say these sentences out loud, they do sound like they ought to have exclamation points at the end. And I guess they could. It just depends on how you're imagining the person saying it. So if you're feeling like being bossy here, you could say, put on your hat. I wrote hats. Put on your hats. Yes, all 5 of them. Put on 12 hats. Here we go. Here's a hat. Put a hat on a hat. Why did I write that? I can't talk and write and put on your hats. Yes. Put on all of your hats to go outside. You need at least 3. Don't forget that one. And the other thing I'm going to tell him to do, because he's going to have cold hands if he doesn't take care of that. So I'm going to say, put on your mittens. Well, no. You know what? I want to use a different word besides zip. I'm going to say pull on your mittens. Pull on your mittens. That's a direction, isn't it? Pull on. And you know, commands can be just as simple as a direction. They might not be somebody being bossy, right? It might not be somebody telling you what to do. It could be, you know, someone just giving you directions. Okay, so, you know, maybe teaching you how to ride a bike, and they're saying, all right, put one foot on your, on the bike pedal, and then, you know, hold, my gosh, I can't even remember. What kind of direction do you give to ride a bike? I can't even remember. Pull on your mittens. Anyway, you know, sometimes they're not as bossy. Sometimes they're just directions for doing things. And that's what my pull on your mittens is. It's friendlier. But to put on your hats, I mean, obviously, if you got to wear more than one hat, that's a pretty exciting deal. All right, you're not going to do just this page. You're also going to be doing page 38 and 39 in your Being a Writer book. Have fun. And you know, you can always tell yourself stories like I do. It's super fun talking to yourself, not going to lie.